This mock test includes 100 questions. You'll need 86 correct answers to pass. All questions are based on the official highway code and DVSA materials. Let's get started. Question 1. What does the term blind spot mean? A. An area covered by your right-hand mirror. B. An area not covered by your headlights. C. An area covered by your left-hand mirror. D. An area not visible to the driver. The correct answer is D. An area not visible to the driver. Explanation. Modern vehicles provide the driver with a good view of both the road ahead and behind using well-positioned mirrors. However, the mirrors cannot see every angle of the scene behind and to the sides of the vehicle. It's essential that you know when and how to check the vehicle's blind spots so that you're aware of any hidden hazards. Question 2. You're in a one-way street and want to turn right. Where should you position your vehicle when there are two lanes? A. In the right-hand lane. B. In the left-hand lane. C. In either lane, depending on the traffic. D. Just left of the center line. The correct answer is A. In the right-hand lane. Explanation. When you're in a one-way street and want to turn right, you should take up a position in the right-hand lane. This will allow other road users, not wishing to turn, to pass on the left. Indicate your intention and take up the correct position in good time. Question 3. You're driving along this road. What should you do if the red car cuts in close in front of you? A. Accelerate to get closer to the red car. B. Give a long blast on the horn. C. Drop back to leave the correct separation distance. D. Flash your headlights several times. The correct answer is C. Drop back to leave the correct separation distance. Explanation. There are times when other drivers make incorrect or ill-judged decisions. Be tolerant and try not to retaliate or react aggressively. Always consider the safety of other road users, your passengers, and yourself. Question 4. When should you leave a 2-second gap between your vehicle and the one in front? A. When it's raining. B. When it's dry. C. When it's icy. D. When it's foggy. The correct answer is B. When it's dry. Explanation. In good, dry conditions, a driver needs to keep a distance of at least 2 seconds from the car in front. This should allow enough space for you to stop, if the driver in front has to stop suddenly. Question 5. When should tire pressures be checked? A. After any lengthy journey. B. After traveling at high speed. C. When tires are hot. D. When tires are cold. The correct answer is D. When tires are cold. Explanation. Check the tire pressures when the tires are cold. This will give you a more accurate reading. The heat generated on a long journey will raise the pressure inside the tire. Question 6. What does it mean if your vehicle keeps bouncing after you sharply press down and release on the bodywork over a wheel? A. The tires are worn. B. The tires are underinflated. C. The vehicle is on soft ground. D. The shock absorbers are worn. The correct answer is D. The shock absorbers are worn. Explanation. If you find that your vehicle bounces as you drive around a corner or bend in the road, the shock absorbers might be worn. To test your shock absorbers, sharply press down and release above each wheel. If the vehicle continues to bounce, take it to be checked by a qualified mechanic. Question 7. What should you do when leaving your vehicle parked and unattended? A. Park near a busy junction. B. Park in a housing estate. C. Lock it and remove the key. D. Leave the left indicator on. The correct answer is C. Lock it and remove the key. Explanation: an unlocked car is an open invitation to thieves. Leaving the keys in the ignition not only makes your car easy to steal but could also invalidate your insurance. Question 8. You want to put a rear-facing baby seat on the front passenger seat. What must you do if the passenger seat is protected by a frontal airbag? A. Deactivate the airbag. B. Turn the seat to face sideways. C. Ask a passenger to hold the baby. D. Put the child in an adult seatbelt. The correct answer is A. Deactivate the airbag. Explanation: it's illegal to fit a rear-facing baby seat into a passenger seat protected by an active frontal airbag. If the airbag activates, it could cause serious injury or even death to the child. You must secure it in a different seat or deactivate the relevant airbag. Follow the manufacturer's advice when fitting a baby seat. Question 9. You're following other vehicles in fog. You have your headlights on dipped beam. What else can you do to reduce the chances of being in a collision? A. Keep close to the vehicle in front. B. Use main beam instead of dipped headlights. C. Keep up with the faster vehicles. D. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. The correct answer is D. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. Explanation: when it's foggy, use your headlights on dipped beam. This will help you see and be seen by other road users. If visibility is seriously reduced, consider using front and rear fog lights if you have them. Keep to a sensible speed, and do not follow the vehicle in front too closely. If the road is wet and slippery, you'll need to allow twice the normal stopping distance. Question 10. You're driving along a wet road. How can you tell if your vehicle's tires are losing their grip on the surface? A. The engine will stall. B. The steering will feel very heavy. C. The engine noise will increase. D. The steering will feel very light. The correct answer is D. The steering will feel very light. Explanation: if you drive at speed in very wet conditions, your steering may suddenly feel lighter than usual. This means that the tires have lifted off the surface of the road and are floating on the surface of the water. This is known as aquaplaning. Reduce speed but do not brake until your steering returns to normal. Question 11. What's the most important reason for having a properly adjusted head restraint? A. To make you more comfortable. B. To help you avoid neck injury. C. To help you relax. D. To help you maintain your driving position. The correct answer is B. To help you avoid neck injury. Explanation: in a collision, rapid deceleration will violently throw vehicle occupants forward and then backwards as the vehicle stops. Seatbelts and airbags protect occupants against the forward movement. Head restraints should be adjusted so they give maximum protection to the head and neck during the backward movement. Question 12. What should the driver of the car approaching the crossing do? A. Continue at the same speed. B. Sound the horn. C. Drive through quickly. D. Slow down and get ready to stop. The correct answer is D. Slow down and get ready to stop. Explanation. Look well ahead to see whether any hazards are developing. This will give you more time to deal with them in the correct way. The man in the picture is clearly intending to cross the road. You should be traveling at a speed that allows you to check your mirror, slow down and stop in good time. You should not have to brake harshly. Question 13. You're on a 3-lane motorway. How should you overtake a slow-moving lorry in the middle lane if it's showing this sign? A. Cautiously approach the lorry, then overtake on either side. B. Follow the lorry until you can leave the motorway. C. Use the right-hand lane and overtake the lorry normally. D. Approach with care and overtake on the left of the lorry. The correct answer is D. Approach with care and overtake on the left of the lorry. Explanation. This sign is found on slow-moving or stationary works vehicles. If you wish to overtake it, do so on the left, as indicated. Be aware that there might be people working in the area. Question 14. Where would it be unsafe to overtake? A. On a single carriageway. B. On a one-way street. C. Approaching a junction. D. Traveling up a long hill. The correct answer is D. Approaching a junction. Explanation. You should overtake only when it's really necessary, and you can see it's clear ahead. Look out for road signs and markings that show it's illegal or would be unsafe to overtake, for example, approaching junctions or bends. In many cases, overtaking is unlikely to significantly improve your journey time. Question 15. What should you do if you become tired while you're driving on a motorway? A. Pull up on the hard shoulder and change drivers. B. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. C. Increase your speed and turn up the radio volume. D. Close all your windows and set the heating to warm. The correct answer is B. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. Explanation. If you feel yourself becoming tired or sleepy, you should leave the motorway at the next exit or services and stop for a rest. If you have to drive a long way, leave earlier and plan your journey to include rest stops. That way, you're less likely to become tired while driving and you'll still arrive in good time. Question 16. You're driving on a one-way street. What should you do if you realize you've taken the wrong route? A. Reverse out of the road. B. Turn around in a side road. C. Continue and find another route. D. Reverse into a driveway. The correct answer is C. Continue and find another route. Explanation. Never reverse or turn your vehicle around in a one-way street. It's illegal and could even cause a collision. If you've taken a wrong turn, carry on along the one-way street and find another route, checking the direction signs as you drive. Stop in a safe place if you need to check a map. Question 17. What should you do when you see an older person about to cross the road ahead? A. Expect them to wait for you to pass. B. Speed up to get past them quickly. C. Stop and wave them across the road. D. Be careful, they may misjudge your speed. The correct answer is D. Be careful, they may misjudge your speed. Explanation. Older people may have impaired hearing, vision, concentration and judgment. They may also walk slowly, and so could take a long time to cross the road. Question 18. You see a horse rider as you approach a roundabout. What should you do if they're signaling right but keeping well to the left? A. Proceed as normal. B. Keep close to them. C. Cut in front of them. D. Stay well back. The correct answer is D. Stay well back. Explanation. Allow the horse rider to enter and exit the roundabout in their own time. They may feel safer keeping to the left all the way around the roundabout. Do not get up close behind or alongside them, because that would probably upset the horse and create a dangerous situation. Question 19. You're driving at night. What should you do if you're dazzled by a vehicle behind you? A. Set your mirror to the anti-dazzle position. B. Set your mirror to dazzle the other driver. C. Brake sharply to a stop. D. Switch your rear lights on and off. The correct answer is A. Set your mirror to the anti-dazzle position. Explanation. The interior mirror of most vehicles can be set to an anti-dazzle position. You'll still be able to see the lights of the traffic behind you, but the dazzle will be greatly reduced. Question 20. What does it mean if you see a pedestrian with a dog that has a yellow or burgundy coat? A. The pedestrian is an older person. B. The pedestrian is a dog trainer. C. The pedestrian is colorblind. D. The pedestrian is deaf. The correct answer is D. The pedestrian is deaf. Explanation. Dogs trained to help deaf people have a yellow or burgundy coat. If you see one, you should take extra care, as the pedestrian may not be aware of vehicles approaching.
Finding this video helpful? Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Your support helps us create more practice videos to get you test ready. Now, let's get back to it.
Question 21. You're at the front of a queue of traffic, waiting to turn right into a side road. Why is it important to check your right mirror just before turning? A. To look for pedestrians about to cross. B. To check for overtaking vehicles. C. To make sure the side road is clear. D. To check for emerging traffic. The correct answer is B. To check for overtaking vehicles. Explanation. A motorcyclist could be riding along the outside of the queue. Always check your mirror before turning, as situations behind you can change while you've been waiting to turn. Question 22. You're approaching a mini roundabout. What should you do if a long vehicle in front signals left but positions over to the right? A. Sound your horn. B. Overtake on the left. C. Follow the same course as the lorry. D. Keep well back. The correct answer is D. Keep well back. Explanation. At mini roundabouts, there's not much room for a long vehicle to maneuver. It will have to swing out wide so that it can complete the turn safely. Keep well back, and do not try to move up alongside it. Question 23. It's very windy. What should you do if you're behind a motorcyclist who's overtaking a high-sided vehicle? A. Overtake the motorcyclist immediately. B. Keep well back. C. Stay level with the motorcyclist. D. Keep close to the motorcyclist. The correct answer is B. Keep well back. Explanation: windy weather affects motorcyclists more than other vehicles. In windy conditions, high-sided vehicles cause air turbulence. You should keep well back, as the motorcyclist could be blown off course. Question 24. You're traveling on a road that has road humps. What should you do when the driver in front is traveling more slowly than you? A. Sound your horn. B. Overtake as soon as you can. C. Flash your headlights. D. Slow down and stay behind. The correct answer is D. Slow down and stay behind. Explanation: be patient and stay behind the car in front. You should not normally overtake other vehicles in areas subject to traffic calming. If you overtake here, you may easily exceed the speed limit, defeating the purpose of the traffic calming measures. Question 25. You're driving on an icy road. What distance from the car in front should you drive? A. 4 times the normal distance. B. 6 times the normal distance. C. 8 times the normal distance. D. 10 times the normal distance. The correct answer is D. 10 times the normal distance. Explanation: do not travel in icy or snowy weather unless your journey is essential. Drive extremely carefully when roads are or may be icy. Stopping distances can be 10 times greater than on dry roads. Question 26. When must you use dipped headlights during the day? A. All the time you're driving. B. When you're driving along narrow streets. C. When you're driving in poor visibility. D. When you're parking. The correct answer is C. When you're driving in poor visibility. Explanation: you must use dipped headlights when daytime visibility is seriously reduced, generally to 100 meters 328 feet or less. You may also use front or rear fog lights, but they must be switched off when visibility improves. Question 27. Which vehicles should use the left-hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? A. Any vehicle that's not overtaking. B. Large vehicles only. C. Emergency vehicles only. D. Slow vehicles only. The correct answer is A. Any vehicle that's not overtaking. Explanation: on a motorway, all traffic should use the left-hand lane unless overtaking. When overtaking a number of slower vehicles, move back to the left-hand lane when you're safely passed. Check your mirrors frequently, and do not stay in the middle or right-hand lane if the left-hand lane is free. Question 28. On a 3-lane motorway, which lane should you use if there's no traffic ahead? A. Left. B. Right. C. Center. D. Either the right or center. The correct answer is A. Left. Explanation: on a 3-lane motorway, you should travel in the left-hand lane unless you're overtaking. This applies regardless of the speed at which you're traveling. Question 29. You're traveling along a motorway. When are you allowed to overtake on the left? A. When you can see well ahead that the hard shoulder is clear. B. When the traffic in the right-hand lane is signaling right. C. When you warn drivers behind by signaling left. D. When in queues and traffic to your right is moving more slowly than you are. The correct answer is D. When in queues and traffic to your right is moving more slowly than you are. Explanation: never overtake on the left, unless the traffic is moving in queues and the queue on your right is moving more slowly than the one you're in. Question 30. How should you rejoin the motorway after a breakdown on the hard shoulder? A. Build up speed on the hard shoulder before looking for a safe gap in the traffic. B. Move straight out into the left-hand lane as you are not allowed to drive on the hard shoulder. C. Wait until a vehicle in the left-hand lane signals to you that it's safe to rejoin. D. Keep your hazard lights flashing until you have safely rejoined the carriageway. The correct answer is A. Build up speed on the hard shoulder before looking for a safe gap in the traffic. Explanation: to rejoin a motorway from the hard shoulder, you first need to build up speed on the hard shoulder. You can then look for a safe gap in the traffic in the left-hand lane. Watch for traffic that may be returning from a lane on the right into the left-hand lane. Question 31. What should you do if you see a pedestrian waiting at a zebra crossing? A. Go on quickly before they step onto the crossing. B. Stop before you reach the zigzag lines and let them cross. C. Be ready to slow down or stop to let them cross. D. Ignore them as they're still on the pavement. The correct answer is C. Be ready to slow down or stop to let them cross. Explanation: by standing on the pavement, the pedestrian is showing an intention to cross. By looking well ahead, you'll give yourself time to see the pedestrian, check your mirrors and respond safely. Question 32. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do if the central reservation is too narrow to contain your vehicle? A. Proceed to the central reservation and wait. B. Wait until the road is clear in both directions. C. Stop in the first lane so that other vehicles give way. D. Emerge slightly to show your intentions. The correct answer is B. Wait until the road is clear in both directions. Explanation: when the central reservation is narrow, it may not be able to contain your vehicle. In this case, you should treat a dual carriageway as one road. Wait until the road is clear in both directions before emerging to turn right. If you try to treat it as two separate roads and wait in the middle, your vehicle will stick out and cause an obstruction that may lead to a collision. Question 33. What should you do if the amber lights come on and a warning sounds while you're driving over a level crossing? A. Get everyone out of the vehicle immediately. B. Stop and reverse back to clear the crossing. C. Keep going and clear the crossing. D. Stop immediately and use your hazard warning lights. The correct answer is C. Keep going and clear the crossing. Explanation: keep going. Do not stop on the crossing. If the warning sounds and the amber lights come on as you're approaching the crossing, you must stop unless it's unsafe to do so. Red flashing lights together with the audible warning mean you must stop. Question 34. What must you check before you drive someone else's vehicle? A. That the vehicle owner has third-party insurance cover. B. That your own vehicle has insurance cover. C. That the vehicle is insured for your use. D. That the insurance documents are in the vehicle. The correct answer is C. That the vehicle is insured for your use. Explanation. Driving a vehicle without insurance cover is illegal, so be sure that, whoever's car you drive, you're insured, whether on their policy or on your own. If you need to take out insurance, it's worth comparing several quotes before you decide which insurance provider best meets your needs. Question 35. You're the first person to arrive at an incident where people are badly injured. You've switched on your hazard warning lights and checked all engines are stopped. What else should you do? A. Make sure that an ambulance has been called. B. Stop other cars and ask the drivers for help. C. Try and get people who are injured to drink something. D. Move the people who are injured clear of their vehicles. The correct answer is A. Make sure that an ambulance has been called. Explanation. If you're first at a crash scene, your main concerns are further collision and fire. Switching off engines reduces fire risk. Use hazard lights to warn other traffic. Ensure emergency services are contacted. Don't assume it's been done. Question 36. Your car breaks down on a level crossing. What's the first thing you should do? A. Tell drivers behind what's happened. B. Leave your vehicle and get everyone clear. C. Walk down the track and signal the next train. D. Stay in your car until you're told to move. The correct answer is B. Leave your vehicle and get everyone clear. Explanation. If your vehicle breaks down on a level crossing, your first priority is to get everyone out of the vehicle and clear of the crossing. Then use the railway telephone, if there is one, to tell the signal operator. If you have time before the train arrives, move the vehicle clear of the crossing, but only do this if the alarm signals are not activated. Question 37. What's the first thing you must do if you have a collision while you're driving your car? A. Stop only if someone waves at you. B. Call the emergency services. C. Stop at the scene of the incident. D. Call your insurance company. The correct answer is C. Stop at the scene of the incident. Explanation. If you're in a collision that causes damage or injury to any other person, vehicle, animal or property, by law you must stop. Give your name, the vehicle owner's name and address, and the vehicle's registration number to anyone who has reasonable grounds for requesting them. Question 38. How should a load be carried on your roof rack? A. Securely fastened with suitable restraints. B. Loaded towards the rear of the vehicle. C. Visible in your exterior mirror. D. Covered with plastic sheeting. The correct answer is A. Securely fastened with suitable restraints. Explanation. Any load must be securely fastened to the vehicle. The safest way to carry items on the roof is in a specially designed roof box. This will help to keep your luggage secure and dry, and it also has less wind resistance than loads carried exposed on a roof rack. Question 39. Why are these yellow lines painted across the road? A. To help you choose the correct lane. B. To help you keep the correct separation distance. C. To make you aware of your speed. D. To tell you the distance to the roundabout. The correct answer is C. To make you aware of your speed. Explanation. These lines are often found on the approach to a roundabout or a dangerous junction. They give you extra warning to adjust your speed. Look well ahead and do this in good time. Question 40. What do these zigzag white lines mean? A. No parking at any time. B. Parking allowed only for a short time. C. Slow down to 20 miles per hour. D. Sounding horns is not allowed. The correct answer is A. No parking at any time. Explanation: the approach to and exit from a pedestrian crossing is marked with zigzag lines. You must not park on them or overtake the leading vehicle when approaching the crossing. Parking here would block the view for pedestrians and approaching traffic. Question 41. Where would you see this road marking? A. At traffic lights. B. On road humps. C. Near a level crossing. D. At a box junction. The correct answer is B. On road humps. Explanation: because the road has a dark color, changes in level are not easily seen. White triangles painted on the road surface give you an indication of where there are road humps. Question 42. What's the meaning of this sign? A. No entry. B. Waiting restrictions. C. National speed limit. D. School crossing patrol. The correct answer is B. Waiting restrictions. Explanation: this sign indicates that there are waiting restrictions. It's normally accompanied by details of when the restrictions are in force. Details of most signs in common use are shown in the Highway Code. For more comprehensive coverage, see Know Your Traffic Signs. Question 43. What does this sign mean? A. Bend to the right. B. Road on the right closed. C. No traffic from the right. D. No right turn. The correct answer is D. No right turn. Explanation: the no right turn sign may be used to warn road users that there's a no entry prohibition on a road to the right ahead. Question 44. Which type of vehicle does this sign apply to? A. Wide vehicles. B. Long vehicles. C. High vehicles. D. Heavy vehicles. The correct answer is C. High vehicles. Explanation: the triangular shapes above and below the dimensions indicate a height restriction that applies to the road ahead. Question 45. Where would you see a contraflow bus lane? A. On a dual carriageway. B. On a roundabout. C. On an urban motorway. D. On a one-way street. The correct answer is D. On a one-way street. Explanation: the traffic permitted to use a contraflow lane travels in the opposite direction to traffic in the other lanes on the road. Question 46. What does this sign mean? A. Crossroads. B. Level crossing with gate. C. Level crossing without gate. D. Ahead only. The correct answer is A. Crossroads. Explanation: the priority through the junction is shown by the broader line. You need to be aware of the hazard posed by traffic crossing or pulling out onto a major road. Question 47. What does this traffic sign mean? A. Slippery road ahead. B. Tires liable to punctures ahead. C. Danger ahead. D. Service area ahead. The correct answer is C. Danger ahead. Explanation. This sign is there to alert you to the likelihood of danger ahead. It may be accompanied by a plate indicating the type of hazard. Be ready to reduce your speed and take avoiding action. Question 48. What does this sign mean? A. Motorcycles only. B. No cars. C. Cars only. D. No motorcycles. The correct answer is D. No motorcycles. Explanation. You must comply with all traffic signs and be especially aware of those signs that apply specifically to the type of vehicle you're using. Question 49. What does this sign mean? A. Quayside or riverbank. B. Steep hill downwards. C. Uneven road surface. D. Road liable to flooding. The correct answer is A. Quayside or riverbank. Explanation. You should be careful in these locations, as the road surface is likely to be wet and slippery. There may be a steep drop to the water, and there may not be a barrier along the edge of the road. Question 50. What does this sign mean? A. Hump bridge. B. Traffic calming hump. C. Low bridge. D. Uneven road. The correct answer is A. Hump bridge. Explanation. You'll need to slow down. At hump bridges, your view ahead will be restricted, and the road will often be narrow. If the bridge is very steep, sound your horn to warn others of your approach. Going over the bridge too fast is highly dangerous to other road users and could even cause your wheels to leave the road, with a resulting loss of control. Question 51. What should you do before slowing down or stopping your vehicle? A. Sound the horn. B. Use the mirrors. C. Select a higher gear. D. Flash the headlights. The correct answer is B. Use the mirrors. Explanation. Before slowing down or stopping, check the mirrors to see what's happening behind you. Also assess what's ahead and make sure you give the correct signal if it will help other road users. Question 52. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do before emerging? A. Stop, apply the parking brake, and then select a low gear. B. Position your vehicle well to the left of the side road. C. Check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle. D. Make sure that you leave enough room for a vehicle behind. The correct answer is C. Check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle. Explanation. Before emerging right onto a dual carriageway, make sure that the central reservation is deep enough to protect your vehicle. If it's not, you should treat the dual carriageway as one road and check that it's clear in both directions before pulling out. Neglecting to do this could place part or all of your vehicle in the path of approaching traffic and cause a collision. Question 53. You're traveling at the legal speed limit. What should you do if the vehicle behind approaches quickly, flashing its headlights? A. Accelerate to make a gap behind you. B. Touch the brakes sharply to show your brake lights. C. Maintain your speed to prevent the vehicle from overtaking. D. Allow the vehicle to overtake. The correct answer is D. Allow the vehicle to overtake. Explanation: do not enforce the speed limit by blocking another vehicle's progress. This will only cause frustration. Allow the other vehicle to pass when you can do so safely. Question 54. You're driving in traffic at the speed limit for the road. What should you do if the driver behind is trying to overtake? A. Move closer to the car ahead so the driver behind has no room to overtake. B. Wave the driver behind to overtake when it's safe. C. Keep a steady course and allow the driver behind to overtake. D. Accelerate to get away from the driver behind. The correct answer is C. Keep a steady course and allow the driver behind to overtake. Explanation: keep a steady course to give the driver behind an opportunity to overtake safely. If necessary, slow down. Reacting incorrectly to another driver's impatience can lead to danger. Question 55. You're driving at night on an unlit road. What should you do if you're following another vehicle? A. Flash your headlights. B. Use dipped headlights. C. Switch off your headlights. D. Use full beam headlights. The correct answer is B. Use dipped headlights. Explanation: if you follow another vehicle with your headlights on full beam, they could dazzle the driver. Leave a safe distance and make sure that the light from your dipped beam falls short of the vehicle in front. Question 56. What's most likely to increase fuel consumption? A. Poor steering control. B. Accelerating around bends. C. Staying in high gears. D. Harsh braking and accelerating. The correct answer is D. Harsh braking and accelerating. Explanation: accelerating and braking gently and smoothly will help to save fuel and reduce wear on your vehicle. This makes it better for the environment too. Question 57. What makes your tires illegal? A. If they were bought second-hand. B. If they have any large deep cuts in the side wall. C. If they're of different makes. D. If they have different tread patterns. The correct answer is B. If they have any large deep cuts in the side wall. Explanation: your tires may be of different treads and makes. They can even be second-hand, as long as they're in good condition. They must, however, be intact, without cuts or tears. When checking the side walls for cuts and bulges, do not forget to check the side of the tire that's hidden from view, under the car. Question 58. You service your own vehicle. How should you dispose of the old engine oil? A. Take it to a local authority site. B. Pour it down a drain. C. Tip it into a hole in the ground. D. Put it in your dustbin. The correct answer is A. Take it to a local authority site. Explanation: it's illegal to pour engine oil down any drain. Oil is a pollutant and harmful to wildlife. Dispose of it safely at an authorized site. Question 59. On a vehicle, where would you find a catalytic converter? A. In the fuel tank. B. In the air filter. C. On the cooling system. D. On the exhaust system. The correct answer is D. On the exhaust system. Explanation: although carbon dioxide is still produced, a catalytic converter fitted to the exhaust system reduces the toxic and polluting gases by up to 90%. Question 60. What will help you to move off on a snowy surface? A. Using the car's lowest gear. B. Using a higher gear than normal. C. Using a high engine speed. D. Using the parking brake and foot brake together. The correct answer is B. Using a higher gear than normal. Explanation: if you attempt to move off in a low gear, there'll be more torque, turning force at the driven wheels than if you use a higher gear. More torque makes it easier for the tires to lose grip, and so spin the wheels. Question 61. You're driving on an open road in dry weather. What distance should you keep from the vehicle in front? A. A 2-second time gap. B. 1 car length. C. 2 meters, 6 feet, 6 inches. D. 2 car lengths. The correct answer is A. A 2-second time gap. Explanation: one way of checking there's a safe distance between you and the vehicle in front is to use the 2-second rule. To check for a 2-second time gap, choose a stationary object ahead, such as a bridge or road sign. When the car in front passes the object, say, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. If you reach the object before you finish saying the phrase, you're too close and need to increase the gap. Question 62. What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? A. The road will go steeply uphill. B. The road will go steeply downhill. C. The road will bend sharply to the left. D. The road will bend sharply to the right. The correct answer is C. The road will bend sharply to the left. Explanation: this sign indicates that the road will bend sharply to the left. Slow down in plenty of time and select the correct gear before you start to turn. Braking hard and late, while also sharply changing direction, is likely to cause a skid. Question 63. What's the main hazard the driver of the red car arrowed should be aware of? A. Glare from the sun may affect the driver's vision. B. The black car may stop suddenly. C. The bus may move out into the road. D. Oncoming vehicles will assume the driver is turning right. The correct answer is C. The bus may move out into the road. Explanation: if you can do so safely, give way to buses signaling to move off at bus stops. Try to anticipate the actions of other road users around you. The driver of the red car should be prepared for the bus pulling out. As you approach a bus stop, look to see how many passengers are waiting to board. If the last one has just got on, the bus is likely to move off. Question 64. You're behind this cyclist. When the traffic lights change, what should you do? A. Try to move off before the cyclist. B. Allow the cyclist time and room. C. Turn right but give the cyclist room. D. Tap your horn and drive through first. The correct answer is B. Allow the cyclist time and room. Explanation: hold back and allow the cyclist to move off. Some junctions have special areas marked across the front of the traffic lane. These allow cyclists to wait for the lights to change and move off ahead of other traffic. Question 65. What should you do if the vehicle starts reversing off the driveway? A. Move to the opposite side of the road. B. Drive through, as you have priority. C. Sound your horn and be prepared to stop. D. Speed up and drive through quickly. The correct answer is C. Sound your horn and be prepared to stop. Explanation. White lights at the rear of a car show that the driver has selected reverse gear. The driver is hidden from view so cannot see you approaching. Sound your horn to warn of your presence and be ready to stop if the car reverses into your path. Question 66. You're leaving your vehicle parked on a road and unattended. When may you leave the engine running? A. If you'll be parking for less than 5 minutes. B. If the battery keeps going flat. C. When parked in a 20-mile-per-hour zone. D. Never, if you're away from the vehicle. The correct answer is D. Never, if you're away from the vehicle. Explanation. When you leave your vehicle parked on a road, switch off the engine and secure the vehicle. Make sure no valuables are visible. Shut all the windows, lock the vehicle, and set the alarm if the vehicle has one. Question 67. You're driving on this dual carriageway. Why may you need to slow down? A. There's a broken white line in the center. B. There are solid white lines on either side. C. There are roadworks ahead of you. D. There are no footpaths. The correct answer is C. There are roadworks ahead of you. Explanation. Look well ahead and read any road signs as you drive. They're there to inform you of what's ahead. In this case, you may need to slow down and change direction. Check your mirrors so you know what's happening around you before you change speed or direction. Question 68. You're traveling on a narrow section of road. What should you do if a horse rider ahead is riding in the center of the lane? A. Sound your horn to alert them to your presence. B. Stay behind and allow them to ride in this position. C. Move across to the right and try to ease past them. D. Get up close behind to encourage them to move aside. The correct answer is B. Stay behind and allow them to ride in this position. Explanation. On narrow sections of road, horse riders may ride in the center of the lane. This is for their own safety as it makes them more visible. You should be patient and only pass when it's safe to do so. Question 69. You're approaching a roundabout. What should you do if there are horses being ridden in front of you? A. Sound your horn as a warning. B. Treat them like any other vehicle. C. Give them plenty of room. D. Accelerate past as quickly as possible. The correct answer is C. Give them plenty of room. Explanation. Horse riders often keep to the outside of the roundabout, even if they're turning right. Give them plenty of room, and remember that they may have to cross lanes of traffic. Question 70. What should you do when you're following a learner driver who stalls at a junction? A. Be patient, as you expect them to make mistakes. B. Stay very close behind and flash your headlights. C. Start to rev your engine if they take too long to restart. D. Immediately steer around them and drive on. The correct answer is A. Be patient, as you expect them to make mistakes. Explanation. Learning to drive is a process of practice and experience. try to understand this and tolerate those who make mistakes while they're learning.
Finding this video helpful? Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Your support helps us create more practice videos to get you test ready. Now, let's get back to it.
Question 71. You're driving past a line of parked cars. What should you do if a ball bounces out into the road ahead? A. Continue driving at the same speed and sound your horn. B. Continue driving at the same speed and flash your headlights. C. Slow down and be prepared to stop for children. D. Stop and wave the children across to fetch their ball. The correct answer is C. Slow down and be prepared to stop for children. Explanation. Beware of children playing in the street and running out into the road. If a ball bounces out from the pavement, slow down and be prepared to stop. Do not encourage anyone to retrieve it. Other road users may not see your signal, and you might lead a child into a dangerous situation. Question 72. You're driving towards a zebra crossing. What should you do if a person in a wheelchair is waiting to cross? A. Continue on your way. B. Wave to the person to cross. C. Wave to the person to wait. D. Be prepared to stop. The correct answer is D. Be prepared to stop. Explanation. You should slow down and be prepared to stop, as you would for an able-bodied person. Do not wave them across, as other traffic may not stop. Question 73. You're driving on a single carriageway road. Why should you keep well back while you're following a large vehicle? A. To give yourself acceleration space if you decide to overtake. B. To get the best view of the road ahead. C. To leave a gap in case the vehicle stops and rolls back. D. To offer other drivers a safe gap if they want to overtake you. The correct answer is B. To get the best view of the road ahead. Explanation. When following a large vehicle, keep well back. If you're too close, you will not be able to see the road ahead, and the driver of the long vehicle might not be able to see you in their mirrors. Question 74. What should you do if there's a bus at a bus stop ahead of you? A. Flash your lights to warn the driver of your presence. B. Continue at the same speed, but sound your horn as a warning. C. Watch carefully for the sudden appearance of pedestrians. D. Pass the bus as quickly as you possibly can. The correct answer is C. Watch carefully for the sudden appearance of pedestrians. Explanation. As you approach, look out for any signal the driver might make. If you pass the vehicle, watch out for pedestrians attempting to cross the road from behind the bus. They'll be hidden from view until the last moment. Question 75. What should you do when you meet an oncoming vehicle on a single-track road? A. Reverse back to the main road. B. Carry out an emergency stop. C. Stop at a passing place. D. Switch on your hazard warning lights. The correct answer is C. Stop at a passing place. Explanation. Take care when using single-track roads. It can be difficult to see around bends because of hedges or fences, so expect to meet oncoming vehicles. Drive carefully and be ready to pull into or stop opposite a passing place, where you can pass each other safely. Question 76. Which lights must you use if you're driving on a well-lit motorway at night? A. Use only your side lights. B. Use your headlights. C. Use rear fog lights. D. Use front fog lights. The correct answer is B. Use your headlights. Explanation: if you're driving on a motorway at night or in poor visibility, you must always use your headlights, even if the road is well lit. Other road users must be able to see you, but you should avoid causing dazzle. Question 77. What should you do when you're driving along a road that has a series of road humps? A. Brake firmly when you reach each road hump. B. Vary your speed between each road hump. C. Stay at a reduced speed for the whole stretch of road. D. Set your car's cruise control. The correct answer is C. Stay at a reduced speed for the whole stretch of road. Explanation: traffic calming measures are designed to protect vulnerable road users. Keep your speed down where traffic calming measures are in place. Question 78. Which vehicles are not allowed to use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway? A. Small delivery vans. B. Motorcycles. C. Vehicles towing a trailer. D. Motorcycle and sidecar outfits. The correct answer is C. Vehicles towing a trailer. Explanation: on the motorway, any vehicle towing a trailer is restricted to 60 miles per hour. It's not allowed in the right-hand lane, as it might hold up faster-moving traffic that wishes to overtake in that lane. Question 79. What should you do when going through a contraflow system on a motorway? A. Use dipped headlights. B. Keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. C. Switch lanes to keep the traffic flowing. D. Stay close to the vehicle ahead to reduce queues. The correct answer is B. Keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. Explanation: at roadworks, and especially where a contraflow system is operating, a speed restriction is likely to be in place. Keep to the lower speed limit, do not switch lanes, and do not get too close to the vehicle in front of you. Be aware that there will be no permanent barrier between you and the oncoming traffic. Question 80. You're on a motorway. What does it mean when a red cross is displayed above the hard shoulder? A. Pull up in this lane to answer your mobile phone. B. Use this lane as a running lane. C. This lane can be used if you need a rest. D. You must not travel in this lane. The correct answer is D. You must not travel in this lane. Explanation: at certain times, the hard shoulder will be open as a running lane. However, a red cross above the hard shoulder shows that it is not open as a running lane and should only be used for emergencies and breakdowns. Question 81. What should you do if you're driving on a motorway and you miss the exit that you wanted to take? A. Carefully reverse along the hard shoulder. B. Carry on to the next exit. C. Carefully reverse in the left-hand lane. D. Make a U-turn at the next gap in the central reservation. The correct answer is B. Carry on to the next exit. Explanation: it's illegal to reverse, cross the central reservation, or drive against the traffic flow on a motorway. If you miss your exit, carry on until you reach the next one. Ask yourself why you missed your exit. If you think that your concentration is fading, take a break before continuing your journey. Question 82. You're waiting at a pelican crossing. What does it mean when the red light changes to flashing amber? A. Give way to pedestrians on the crossing. B. Move off immediately without any hesitation. C. Wait for the green light before moving off. D. Get ready and go when the continuous amber light shows. The correct answer is A. Give way to pedestrians on the crossing. Explanation. This light allows pedestrians already on the crossing to get to the other side in their own time, without being rushed. Do not rev your engine or start to move off while they're still crossing. Question 83. What should you do when you park at night on a road that has a 40 miles per hour speed limit? A. Park facing the traffic. B. Leave parking lights switched on. C. Leave dipped headlights switched on. D. Park near a street light. The correct answer is B. Leave parking lights switched on. Explanation. You must use parking lights when parking at night on a road, or in a lay-by on a road with a speed limit greater than 30 miles per hour. You must also park in the direction of the traffic flow and not close to a junction. Question 84. You're driving at night with your headlights on main beam. A vehicle is overtaking you. When should you dip your headlights? A. Sometime after the vehicle has passed you. B. Before the vehicle starts to pass you. C. Only if the other driver dips their headlights. D. As soon as the vehicle passes you. The correct answer is D. As soon as the vehicle passes you. Explanation. On main beam, your lights could dazzle the driver in front. Dip your headlights as soon as the driver passes you and drop back so that the dipped beam falls short of the vehicle in front. Question 85. In order to supervise a learner driver, you need to have held a full driving license for the same category of vehicle for at least 3 years. What other requirement must you meet? A. To have a car with dual controls. B. To be at least 21 years old. C. To be an approved driving instructor. D. To hold an advanced driving certificate. The correct answer is B. To be at least 21 years old. Explanation. Learner drivers benefit by combining professional driving lessons with private practice. However, you need to be at least 21 years old and have held your driving license for at least 3 years before you can supervise a learner driver. Question 86. You arrive at the scene of a motorcycle crash. The rider is injured. When should their helmet be removed? A. Only when it's essential. B. Always straight away. C. Only when the motorcyclist asks. D. Always, unless they're in shock. The correct answer is A. Only when it's essential. Explanation. Do not remove a motorcyclist's helmet unless it's essential. Remember, they may be suffering from shock. Do not give them anything to eat or drink, but do reassure them confidently. Question 87. What should you do if a tire bursts while you're driving? A. Pull on the parking brake. B. Brake as quickly as possible. C. Pull up slowly at the side of the road. D. Continue on at a normal speed. The correct answer is C. Pull up slowly at the side of the road. Explanation: a tire bursting can lead to a loss of control, especially if you're traveling at high speed. Using the correct procedure should help you to stop the vehicle safely. Question 88. You're going to tow a trailer that's wider than your car. What must you fit to your car before you start towing it? A. Exterior towing mirrors. B. Projection markers. C. Parking sensors. D. Rear view camera. The correct answer is A. Exterior towing mirrors. Explanation: you must fit exterior towing mirrors to your vehicle if your vehicle is narrower than your trailer or load, or if your trailer or load obstructs the view behind you. Question 89. What information should you share if you're involved in a collision that causes damage to another vehicle? A. Your occupation and reason for your journey. B. Your name, address, and vehicle registration number. C. Your national insurance number. D. Your internet service provider. The correct answer is B. Your name, address, and vehicle registration number. Explanation: try to keep calm and do not rush. Make sure that you've shared all the relevant details with the other driver before you leave the scene. If possible, take pictures and note the positions of all the vehicles involved. Question 90. You see this amber traffic light ahead. Which light or lights will come on next? A. Red alone. B. Red and amber together. C. Green and amber together. D. Green alone. The correct answer is A. Red alone. Explanation: at junctions with traffic lights, you must stop behind the white line when the light is red, amber, or red and amber together. Proceed only on green, and only if your exit is clear and no pedestrians are crossing. If a light has been green for a while as you approach, be prepared to slow down and stop, as it may change soon. Question 91. What does the white line along the side of the road indicate? A. The edge of the carriageway. B. The approach to a hazard. C. No parking. D. No overtaking. The correct answer is A. The edge of the carriageway. Explanation: a continuous white line is used on many roads to indicate the edge of the carriageway. This can be useful when visibility is restricted. The line is discontinued at junctions, laybys, and entrances to or exits from private drives. Question 92. What does this road marking mean? A. Do not cross the line. B. No stopping allowed. C. You're approaching a hazard. D. No overtaking allowed. The correct answer is C. You're approaching a hazard. Explanation: a single broken line along the center of the road, with long markings and short gaps, is a hazard warning line. Do not cross it unless you can see that the road is clear well ahead. Question 93. What does this sign mean? A. No through road. B. End of traffic calming zone. C. Free parking zone ends. D. End of controlled parking zone. The correct answer is D. End of controlled parking zone. Explanation: This sign shows that you're leaving a controlled parking zone and those restrictions no longer apply. Question 94. What does this sign mean? A. You have priority. B. No motor vehicles. C. Two-way traffic. D. No overtaking. The correct answer is D. No overtaking. Explanation. Road signs that prohibit overtaking are placed in locations where passing the vehicle in front is dangerous. If you see this sign, do not attempt to overtake. The sign is there for a reason. You must obey it. Question 95. What does this sign mean? A. Waiting restrictions apply. B. Waiting permitted. C. National speed limit applies. D. Clearway, no stopping. The correct answer is A. Waiting restrictions apply. Explanation. There'll be a plate or additional sign to tell you when the restrictions apply. Question 96. What does this sign mean? A. Turn left ahead. B. T-junction. C. No through road. D. Give way. The correct answer is B. T-junction. Explanation. This type of sign warns you of hazards ahead. Make sure you look at each sign and road marking that you pass, so that you do not miss any vital instructions or information. This sign shows there's a T-junction with priority over vehicles from the right. Question 97. What does this sign mean? A. Cyclists must dismount. B. Cycles are not allowed. C. Cycle route ahead. D. Cycle in single file. The correct answer is C. Cycle route ahead. Explanation. Where there's a cycle route ahead, a sign will show a bicycle in a red warning triangle. Watch out for children on bicycles and cyclists rejoining the main road. Question 98. What does this sign mean? A. Level crossing with gate or barrier. B. Gated road ahead. C. Level crossing without gate or barrier. D. Cattle grid ahead. The correct answer is A. Level crossing with gate or barrier. Explanation. Some crossings have gates, but no attendant or signals. You should stop, look both ways, listen, and make sure that no train is approaching. If there's a telephone, contact the signal operator to make sure it's safe to cross. Question 99. What does this sign mean? A. Two-way traffic crosses a one-way road. B. Traffic approaching you has priority. C. Two-way traffic straight ahead. D. Motorway contraflow system ahead. The correct answer is C. Two-way traffic straight ahead. Explanation. This sign may be at the end of a dual carriageway or a one-way street. It's there to warn you of oncoming traffic. Question 100. What does this sign mean? A. Low bridge ahead. B. Tunnel ahead. C. Ancient monument ahead. D. Traffic danger spot ahead. The correct answer is B. Tunnel ahead. Explanation. When approaching a tunnel, switch on your dipped headlights. Be aware that your eyes might need to adjust to the sudden darkness. You may need to reduce your speed. Did you pass this mock test? Feel free to share your score in the comments below. If you're struggling, don't worry. We'd love to help you pass your test.